Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Rajeshwari here. Long-term sources of finance. Finance means managing of money. When it comes to business, you need to have a sources means generation of funds. It can be a short term and long term. Here we are going to understand for long term. It is more than an year. Long term sources of finance. Understand here, long term means more than an year. Finance means how you are raising a fund, how you are managing the fund, why you are raising for the purpose of investment and to take the dividend decisions. That is why you need to have a finance. Now, here we have a types of long term sources. Equity share. Equity shareholders also called as the real owners of the company. And why they are called as the real owners of the company? They'll be there for profit as well as loss. They'll stand for both, not only for profit. And this will be raised through by issuing the shares. It is a part of the business. Preferentials. Preferentials, the name only says they have priority. They have preference in declaration of the dividend, okay, over the equity shareholders. The first dividend will be declared to the preference shareholders, then only remaining will be declared to the equity shareholders. Debentures. Debentures are bonds or long term loans, debt. It will be issued to the public. From public, you are borrowing for a fixed rate of interest. You are going to pay interest to the debenture holders or bond holders. Then you are borrowing loans from banks or financial institutions for a long term, more than an year. Reinvested profit, that is also called as retained earning. It is you are plugging back of profit. The profit whatever you have earned, it is not utilized or distributed as a dividend. You reused in the reinvested in the business. That is why it is called as retained earnings. Venture capital. This will be for most of the startups, the high capital, high potential startups, they will invest. Now, why this matters? You need to understand this because if you want to expand your business, you need finance, right? Then, if you want to purchase an asset, develop a new product for creating a long term value for your business, the sources of business is most important. The sources of finance is important, and this supports the long term growth and stability, strengthens the financial structure